Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so potential buyers have more information about the seller and the business to help them make a buying decision. Before we dive in, let's go over a brief summary of this business. It is a display advertising, affiliate, and Amazon Associates business created in September of 2018 in the music niche. The average monthly revenue for the business is $3,645 and makes an average of $3,623 per month in net profit. The assets included in the sale are the primary domain and all site content and files, and social media accounts and pages, which include Pinterest and YouTube. For everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 60443 to learn more about the business, or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So that's a brief overview of the business for sale. Let's hear from the seller with me today. So welcome to the show, Facundo. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great as well. Thank you. And I'm looking forward to learning more about you and your business. So to get us started, can you tell us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Well, it was actually my first business that I started. But now I own a couple more. And over the years, I learned how to generate traffic from Google and how to analyze the competition and so on. So that would be my background.
Nice. Well, congratulations on this being your first business that you built and this being the first business that you are able to sell at this point. So that's a great achievement. And out of curiosity, you said you build other businesses too. Do you like websites the most, or do you like a different kind of business model more?
I'm mostly into websites, blogs, and so on. Yeah.
Cool. All right. And can you tell me about why you chose this niche in particular as your first business?
Well, it's something that I studied years ago, and it was kind of like the obvious place to start since it's something that I know a lot about.
Yep, definitely. Just using what you already know to at least get started. I think that's a great starting point.
Yeah.
Okay. So why are you deciding to sell the business now instead of keeping it and growing it?
Well, I started 3 additional websites with a couple of friends, and since those are new, they are taking up a lot more of my time, and my attention has kind of shifted to those businesses, and I'm not really interested in working on this website anymore. It's like, it's become a bit boring for me now.
Yeah, I hear that a lot with sellers, just business builders, that they like the process of building the business and not so much like the operations side of it. So you're not alone when it comes to that feeling. Okay, so obviously this business has achieved some level of success. You're in a position where you can sell this business. What did you learn from building this business that just seemed to work or contributed to your success?
Well, it was mainly just learning how to do keyword research and analyzing the competition, like knowing what articles I could write and which ones I should avoid writing.
Nice. And was there anything you tried with this business that didn't work out so well?
Not really, because I only wrote articles. I tried very briefly starting like an e-commerce store for selling digital products, and it was a bit overwhelming for me, so I kind of quit halfway.
Nice. Well, yes, it's good on you for trying and testing out different things. Okay. So at this point, can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business for maintenance?
For maintenance, not really that much. I only update a couple articles now and then, like maybe once a year. For instance, at the beginning of this year, I went in and updated maybe like 50 to 80 posts. And maybe if I have time and I want to work on the site, I write, I don't know, 1 to 5 posts just because I feel like it. But yeah, I think this year I only wrote like 10. So it's,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Well,
just
nice.
sitting there. Yeah.
Sounds pretty simple. So I can almost guess what the opportunity for growth is. But I'll just ask, if you were to keep the business, what are some ways that you would try to grow it further?
Well, I would probably hire a lot of writers, which is something that I never really did. I wrote like 90% of the content myself or more. And yeah, I would try to scale it up on that side. And I would also try to do the whole e-commerce thing because I mostly rely on Amazon and other sites to sell products. And yeah, there's a huge opportunity for selling digital products and where you get to keep like, I don't know, 50% or more instead of just getting a 5% commission.
Right. Cool. And yeah, maybe a buyer could ask you a little bit about your experience with that, since you mentioned that you tried a little bit, but it got overwhelming. So it sounds like you have maybe some valuable experience that you could share if that was something the buyer would be interested in.
Yeah, maybe a little.
All right. Well, so of course, we just talked about the opportunities, but there's also risk involved with any business. So what do you think are the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
Well, mostly since, the traffic is mostly coming from Google, I think that's like a pretty obvious risk. And if they change the algorithm or something, it may impact the business. And also, it's a pretty competitive niche, which is both good and bad, right? Because you could grow it much larger, but the competition is also quite high. So that would be a risk as well.
Yes, I think those are two risks that anybody getting into the content site space or that has experience in it would already be aware of that. So yeah, that's understandable. Okay, so a few final questions to wrap this up. How much support are you willing to offer a new buyer?
Honestly, as much as they need. I don't really mind helping them out.
Okay.
At all. Yeah.
Sounds good. The default support period, just to let any listeners know, is typically 30 days and a couple of calls. But yeah, that's great to hear that you're willing to help. Okay. And next question, would you commit to a non-compete on this business after it's sold?
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. And are you open to something like an earnout?
Yeah, that would be possible. I mean, we would have to negotiate that with the buyers, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Last two questions. Putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
Well, honestly, there's a lot of opportunity for growth, and especially if you can create like the whole e-commerce part of the site, if you can sell your own products and if you can create your own info product, that would be great. And to promote it over through an email campaign, which I also never did. I didn't create a course or anything. So I think that those would be really great opportunities.
Yeah, nice. All right, last question. Is there anything you'd like to add that you think I might have missed during the interview?
Not really, no.
Okay, great. Well, I think those were some great answers. So I'm going to wrap this up here. Facundo, thank you so much for sharing your story and joining us on today's episode. And I hope your business is purchased in the near future and by the right buyer.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 60443. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.